Today, we're diving deep into whether London is worth it in 2024. We'll look at everything from must-see sites, accommodation, transportation, and dining, to whether it fits into your budget. Let's take a closer look at what London has to offer and whether it's worth your time and money. Chapter 1. London's unique appeal. London stands apart as a city of contrasts. Its ability to seamlessly blend the ancient with the modern gives it an irresistible charm. Imagine standing in front of landmarks like Buckingham Palace, which has been a symbol of British royalty for centuries, and then turning the corner to marvel at the sleek, futuristic design of the Shard, one of Europe's tallest buildings. This juxtaposition is what makes London so special. The city is massive, but it's packed with history at every turn. Whether you're exploring the winding streets of Westminster, crossing the famous Tower Bridge, or walking through Covent Garden, London's architectural diversity tells the story of a city that has evolved through centuries. While the historic sites like the Tower of London and Westminster Abbey reflect London's storied past, areas like the South Bank and Canary Wharf symbolize its modern transformation. If you're fascinated by this blend of old-world grandeur and modern innovation, then London is definitely worth it. Chapter 2. Is London expensive? It's no secret, London can be a pricey destination. So is it worth it, despite the cost? The answer depends largely on how you plan and what you want out of the trip. Firstly, let's talk about flights. If you're flying from the US, round trips can start as low as $500 if you book ahead and keep an eye on deals. London is also one of the best connected cities in the world, so you'll likely find direct flights from major international hubs. Accommodation is where things can get tricky. The average hotel room in central London can range from £70 per night for budget stays to well over £1,000 per night for luxury hotels. And keep in mind that hotel rooms in London, especially in the budget and mid-range categories, tend to be smaller than you might expect. You might find yourself staying in a room where you barely have space to open your suitcase. However, London does offer alternatives to pricey hotels. Airbnb is a great option for travelers who want more space and a home-like environment. Plus, you can often find stays in more residential areas that will give you a more authentic experience of London living. If you're willing to stay a bit outside the city center and commute in, you can find even better deals. Chapter 3. Best areas to stay. Choosing the right place to stay in London can make or break your trip. The city is divided into several districts, each with its own distinct vibe and price range. Popular areas like Westminster, Kensington, and Chelsea are known for being close to many major attractions. Westminster, for example, is home to Big Ben, Westminster Abbey, and the House of Parliament. Staying here puts you in the heart of London's political and historical hub, but it comes at a cost. Hotels in these areas can be on the pricier side, especially during peak tourist season. Kensington and Chelsea are quieter, more residential neighborhoods known for their upscale atmosphere. You'll find charming cafes, designer boutiques, and the famous Kensington Palace. It's an ideal location for those who want to be close to attractions like the Natural History Museum and the Victoria and Albert Museum, but still have a tranquil place to retreat to at the end of the day. For budget-conscious travelers, areas like Camden, Shoreditch, or even Hammersmith offer a more affordable option while still providing quick access to central London via the Underground. These neighborhoods have their own unique charm, with Camden known for its eclectic markets and Shoreditch for its artsy, hipster vibe. Chapter 4. Getting around London. London's public transport system is one of the most efficient in the world, and it's the key to exploring the city without breaking the bank. The famous London Underground, or the Tube, is the most popular way to get around. With its extensive network of lines, you can get just about anywhere in London quickly and affordably. To make the most of the Tube, get yourself an Oyster card. This is a prepaid travel card that allows you to tap in and out of stations, making your travel seamless. You can also use contactless payment cards, which cap your daily spending at around £10 if you're traveling in zones 1 to 3, the central areas most tourists explore. The red double-decker buses are not only a fun way to see the city, but they're also cheaper than taking cabs or Ubers. A single bus ride costs only £1.75, no matter how far you're going. You can even hop on a bus and ride through central London to see some of the city's most famous sights, all for the price of a coffee. For those who prefer not to deal with public transport, taxis and ride-sharing services like Uber are readily available. However, keep in mind that taxis can be quite expensive, especially during peak hours. For example, a taxi ride from Heathrow Airport to central London can easily cost you £50 or more, compared to just £6 for a ride on the tube. If you're planning to explore beyond London, the Eurostar is a fantastic option for a quick trip to Paris or Brussels. The train departs from St. Pancras International and whisks you to Paris in just over 2 hours, offering a convenient alternative to flying. Chapter 5. Must-see sights and activities. No trip to London would be complete without checking out the city's top attractions. Start with the essentials: Tower Bridge, Big Ben, and the London Eye. These iconic landmarks are what most people picture when they think of London. A ride on the London Eye is an experience you won't forget. At £30 per ticket, it's not the cheapest attraction, but the panoramic views of the city are well worth the price. From the top, you can see everything from the Houses of Parliament to the River Thames stretching far into the distance. For food lovers, Borough Market is a paradise. It's one of London's oldest and most famous food markets, offering everything from artisanal cheeses and freshly baked bread to street food from around the world. It's the perfect place to grab a bite after a day of sightseeing. If you're in the mood for shopping, head to Covent Garden or Soho. Covent Garden is known for its designer boutiques, quirky craft stalls, and street performers. Soho, on the other hand, is more about discovering unique, independent shops, and it's also the hub for London's theatre district. Whether you're catching a West End show or simply window shopping, both areas are packed with character. Chapter 6. Dining and coffee culture. London's food scene is as diverse as its population. Whether you're looking for traditional British fare or international cuisine, London has it all. Start your culinary adventure with some traditional fish and chips, a British staple. You can find this dish almost anywhere, but if you're looking for the best, head to Poppy's in Camden or the Golden Hind in Marylebone. If you're up for splurging, book a table at Duck & Waffle, which is located on the 40th floor of the Heron Tower. It offers not only amazing food, but stunning views of the city. Or indulge in the quintessential British experience, afternoon tea. Sketch, an Instagram-famous spot, offers a luxurious afternoon tea experience, but be prepared to pay around £80 per person. For something more budget-friendly, head to one of London's countless street food markets. Borough Market, South Bank Centre Market, and Maltby Street Market are all excellent places to find affordable, high-quality eats. London has an incredible coffee culture, with cozy cafes dotted around every corner. If you're looking for an upscale coffee experience, Watch House and Caffeine are top picks. For something more traditional, head to Fortnum and Mason for a delightful afternoon tea. Chapter 7. Weather and best time to visit. The weather in London is notoriously unpredictable. One minute, it's sunny, and the next, you're caught in a downpour. So when's the best time to visit? For most travelers, the summer months of June through August are ideal. The weather is warm and the parks are in full bloom, but keep in mind that this is also the busiest time of year, so you'll have to deal with larger crowds and higher prices. Chapter 8. Is London safe? Safety is always a concern for travelers, and while London is generally a safe city, there are some things to keep in mind. Like any major city, London does have its share of petty crime, particularly pickpocketing in busy tourist areas like Oxford Street and Piccadilly Circus. Keep an eye on your belongings, especially in crowded places and on public transport. While violent crime rates have seen an increase in certain parts of the city, tourist areas are generally well policed and safe during the day. It's always a good idea to stay in well-lit, populated areas at night and avoid traveling alone in unfamiliar neighborhoods. Londoners are generally friendly and helpful, so if you ever feel unsafe or unsure, don't hesitate to ask for help. As long as you're cautious and stay aware of your surroundings, you're unlikely to encounter any issues. Conclusion: is London worth it? So, is London worth visiting in 2024? Absolutely. The city's combination of historical landmarks, modern attractions, diverse dining, and vibrant culture makes it a must-visit destination. smart planning, you can experience the best of London without going over budget. If you visited London or are planning to, let me know your favorite spots in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe,